Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Minecraft, DireWolf20 Modded Edition. Last episode we were working on some more ThaumCraft stuff, and I ran into the problem that I needed Silverwood to continue, so I went out exploring. Here's where I started up here. I came out down this way, realized this is a witchwood forest, not a magical forest, and just continued on down south. I found some interesting things and started marking them out. I found some nodes that don't have just basic aspect, but the compound aspects in them as well. This one has poison and grain. This one's massive. It was like 150 points. This one has sensus in it. And I found this, I'm just calling a well. I'm not sure what it is. It was like a bottomless pit filled with water. I dived down into it until I started running out of breath and then went back up, and I never saw the end of it. But it was pretty cool, so I figured at some point it'll be interesting to grab my hazmat suit and some compressed air and go explore that. But I did manage to find a regular magical forest from ThaumCraft, which is right here. You can tell it's magical because it has some interesting looking trees in it. And it's it does have the Silverwood trees. Here's one right here. This is what they look like. And I cut one down. Let's look at my inventory. Here we go. There we go. Silverwood logs. I have a bunch of them right here. And as you can see, I was mining along the way, grabbing anything I thought was interesting. And there was something else I wanted to... Oh, yeah. Here is something that I've been talking about for a while now. These are the regular IndustrialCraft brand rubber trees right here. This is what they look like. This is what they'll always look like. I don't think there's any other flavors of them. And this is the several meter leaf protuberance I was talking about sticking out of the top of them. And if we go over to this side, this little patch right here is the rubber, like the rubber essence. I don't know what it's called, rubber extract or whatever. You can use a tree tap on that, and it will eject this substance out of the tree, and you'll be able to bring it back to your machinery and process it into rubber. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this tree down in the hopes that I get a couple rubber tree saplings that I can plant over my house. Now I want to bring this stuff with me, so let's get rid of anything I don't want. I don't really care for the quartz. I've been picking up these mana beans. I'm not really sure what they're good for. I've got like unlimited string. So there, now the mod is installed that makes the trees fall. Here's actually one right there. So I should have no trouble getting that. I don't need dirt. Let's see, make sure that's right. Rubber tree sapling from IndustrialCraft 2. That's exactly what I wanted. And there's one over here too. I'm going to cut this guy down. These have I don't think these guys have a very high chance of dropping their saplings, which is why if you cut them down, you might not get anything out of it. Let's grab the wood and look to see if there's any more. But I at least got one, so I'll at least have that one tree over at my house now once I plant it. And now that I have that, I'm actually going to go out of my way to build the IndustrialCraft 2 extractor, I believe it's called. That is good for... Oh, what am I trying to say? It's good for processing the rubber tree. Well, now that I have it, I can tell you what it's called. Sticky resin. There it is. It's called sticky resin. It's good at processing the sticky resin into other things. Oh, and here's another mana bean. Oh, a bunch of mana beans, actually. Let's knock these guys down, see if there's anything I can work with. Yeah, there's different flavors of these mana beans, and I'm not sure what they're good for, and I don't have a lot of room in my inventory, so I'm not going to bother picking a bunch of them up. Right over here, did you drop anything? Doesn't look like you did yet. Let's help it along. Just start smacking down the leaves with a hunk of meat here. They do fall, they just fall slowly. And hopefully I'll get at least one more. I would like at least one more sapling. I got two. I got one from each of these trees. And they might be coded to only drop one sapling. Oh, no, there we go. We got another one. So we did make a profit in terms of number of trees, so that's a good thing. Let's go over here and take out this one. Finish these off. See if I can get any more. Well, I got 3. That's good. Do we see any more rubber trees in the general vicinity? I'm looking. There's a bunch of the Silverwood trees. I don't see any more of those rubber trees, though. So that's that. We got it. We got what we wanted for, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and I will rejoin you when I'm back home. Okay, we're back. Made the trip, ran into a ton of enemies. I took a bit of a circuitous route. I went over into the desert just because the desert's easier to traverse, and then went along the edge of the forest to this little narrow part here by the village. Just so I wasn't running through tons and tons and tons of crap I don't want to deal with. So let's dump some of our stuff that we don't want in our inventory. Dump. Let's get rid of some of our ThaumCraft related items. Toss that in there. Did I leave all my air shards up on my table? I must have. I need to find more fire shards. Those have been rare. I think I only found them once, which is rather unfortunate. Dump that stuff. Dump that stuff. Man, I wish there was something more to do with these gems. I mean, is there anything else I can make out of rubies? I can make cool looking stuff. Make blocks of rubies. All the basic tools. Not really much else. Just all this micro block stuff, basically. Oh well. That's probably the same with everything else. Okay, now what were we gonna do? Let's drop off the resin. We'll leave the rubber wood in here just because I think I can process the wood into rubber as well. Okay, now we have the Silverwood, so let's... Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the Thaumanomicon first. And check our recipe. I already built this. Alright, I need gold. I need iron. And more gold. So, gold and iron, basically. So let's grab a stack of iron. Let's grab a stack of gold. And let's head up there. Okay, here we are. Now, the first item was the filter. I already built that. I needed the V filter, which is just Silverwood log and iron. You know what else I need to actually build is another... Because I don't think I can use the goggles of revealing to scan things. I'm trying to click with various buttons, seeing if it'll do anything. So I should probably build myself another thaumometer. It requires glass and a couple shards, and that's it. I'll do that right now real quick. It's not a big deal. I have glass over here, I believe. Yep. That, and just grab some shards. No big deal. There is still some new things to scan, so figured I might as well take care of this stuff and scan them. Bam, bam. Nope, not like that. And then, apparently I can't click. Thermometer. What did I want to scan? Silverwood logs. I need to scan those. Probably got some magic in them. They do. Okay, so now it was gold, and the Silverwood. Or maybe I need to do it it might need a little bit of magical oomph to work correctly. Gold, gold, Silverwood, and a little bit of energy will give me my V filter. Now, of course, everything new. Give it a good old scan. Get some new information. The next thing was the actual alembic. So, over here. So, it's V-filter gold, like a hut of iron, and a bucket. So let's make ourselves... Oh, we have a water-filled bucket. Don't need that. Need a regular bucket. So it was, let's start with our hut of iron. Bucket in the middle. Gold here. And the filter there. And all it needs is a little bit of water, and it's good to go. So now I'm going to, again, chuck that. Oh, look how little it looks. Cute. Ton of information out of it. And now, this thing goes right here. Yes, that is correct. You know what I should actually do is maybe move my torches so there's a little bit of extra room there. So now that thing is set up correctly. Let's take a little bit of a read. Now, I'm not sure what this alchemical construct is, because I don't think it's mentioned anywhere. I have no idea what this is for right here. Absolutely no idea. Okay, so I need to power it, and I throw stuff into it. Okay, so we're going to try that first. So let's grab something to use as fuel. We'll go grab some coal. And something to burn. Well, for starters, let's, I think I can throw, I think I could fill up the files. What do I want to burn? I can burn anything, really. I'll throw some wood in there or something like that. Oh, did I never scan this? Stone bricks? No, didn't give me anything particularly interesting, but I was wondering I'm just checking on some things, see if what I've scanned and what I haven't. Okay, so now we have some fuel, we got some stuff in our inventory. I wonder what I did with all of those air shards I had. I thought maybe I had left them here, but they're not. I think I may have misplaced them, maybe. It's the only thing I could really think of at the moment. Okay, so now it needs fuel. So let's throw the fuel down here. And now I guess we put something that we want to burn up there. So let's put in a piece of wood. Okay. I guess now it's working on its stuff. Okay, so now, okay, that's nice. It tells me there's order in it. Oh, it's got little bubbles coming out of it. It looks like it's on. Wow, it's really going. Now, it also had Arbor and Magicka in it. Now, is it going to... I know it said it'll take a while. Is this... What if I throw more in there? Ordo 2. Let's take a read of that real quick, see if what's going to do. Burning coal to produce heat. Instead, smelting ore and metal, it breaks down objects in a slurry of raw, unprocessed essentia. Placed on top of the furnace, so you'll slowly be drawn into the alembic and the individual aspect essentia separated out. Okay, so it should... I mean, I don't think it'll... It said it'll take a while. It says it goes slowly, so I don't think it's going to waste it. And this is probably the coal being used right here. Let's take a look when it gets down, if it'll drop again. Or maybe it needs more alembics on top of it to process the different types. Why don't we try doing that? Make another one and see if that works. So it was like this. We've got to throw our wand in there. And then like that. Oh, you know what else I need? I need a bucket. Need another bucket right there. I'm glad I brought all this material with me so I didn't have to take another trip out. Or trip down. And we'll make another alembic. Because it said you can stack them. and it doesn't look like it's doing anything else. So we'll put another one right here. Ooh, and they're connected. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Now it's doing it. So what I'm going to need to do is for each different, I could stack up to 5, so I could have 5 different types. And then what I do is I can draw it out of here into a jar, I think. I really want to figure out what this is. They essentially can be extracted out of the Alembic using files. So let's grab some files. I don't remember where I left them. I think it's probably in my random accessories cabinet over here. Files. Glass file. It also said I could put them in jars. I'm assuming jars are larger than files. Let's go up here. And now let's try to put the essence of trees in here. No. Alright, didn't work. I thought maybe I could just click on it. Stack up to 5 on top of a single first. The Essentia can then be extracted out of the Alembic using files. I tried that, didn't work. Maybe that's not accurate, or maybe I'm doing it wrong. Essentia tubes. You have discovered several ways to transport Essentia, but none of them have proven useful for large-scale alchemical operations until now. Stable and relatively leak-free tubing. While mundane chemicals can be transported in glass, certain types of Essentia either dissolves or simply passes right through it. By wrapping the glass in iron and treating it with quicksilver, you have managed to protect it from even the most volatile types of Essentia. Gold fittings finish off the piping system and make it visually appealing. Nice. So I can make Essentia tubes. The tubes can be connected. I can make a valve. Through warded jars and alembics are their primary targets. Jars containing different types of Essentia will only draw their kind of Essentia towards them. Tubes, however, can only draw and transport one kind of Essentia at a time. The highest drawing strength will take priority. Without the proper use of valves, it is quite easy for a network of tubes to get gummed up. The use of valves is essential. When you see gases being vented from a tube, it means different kinds of suction are interfering with each other, and the color gives a clue as to the type. Essentia resonator. The Essentia valve acts like a normal length of tube, except it can be turned on, off by hand, or a redstone signal. When this is done, the flow of Essentia through it will be cut off. The Essentia resonator is handy for troubleshooting your network. You can also use it on a tube or other Essentia using device to see what Essentia is currently contained and the suction it is applying. Interesting. Alchemical centrifuge, advanced tubes. Now I think I need to make jars. Under the spot of automatically filled, they'll also be filled and emptied using files. So glass panes, glass pane. I wonder how I make those. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, it's just bits of glass. 3x2, that's easy. Well, I think I'm actually going to leave this here, and I'll continue working on this next episode. I might need to rethink how this is constructed so I can get 5 of these. Oh, that's a lot. I was like, that's 5 meters plus that's 6 meters tall. I wonder how I'm going to get up there. I need a ladder or something to get up the side of it. Anyway, I guess I'll figure that out later. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop me a like, leave me a comment. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Minecraft, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.